Warning! The following video is over-exaggerated. Most opinions shared aren't accurate to my true thoughts and feelings. And that's pretty much all. I really don't have anything weighty to say. Also, please don't take this video too seriously. I actually enjoy this guy's content. I just like being an asshole.
The drifting is awful and takes so much practice to do well.
Actually, drifting is pretty fucking easy to pull off, and doesn't even take that much time to do so.
Apparently, Nintendo replaced Koopa with Wario. Who would want that ugly turd as a character?
Most people.
If you fall off on Yoshi Valley, it takes 5 years to get back on the track.
Now you're criticizing a track for having a fun gimmick?
The advertisements on the billboards aren't even real advertisements.
So, you're triggered because Nintendo didn't sell out.
The cows in Moo Moo Farm don't even move. Come on, get a move on! Yeah, I'm sorry. Just unsubscribe now.
Already on it.
The item distribution is awful. You can get things like stars, lightning, or triple mushrooms in first or second place.
That's actually good, because Margaret Southern shown when the items are actually balanced, it becomes incredibly boring to play.
This game is so ugly. It has not aged well.
Well, no shit, dumbass.
If you turn too much or too quickly, you can actually trip yourself up from that. Why does this exist?
To piss you off.
And that's the so-called manual setting. For automatic, you just don't drift at all. What the heck?
Yeah, and your dumbass used it.
Let me get this straight. Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina all get bike outfits, but Wario doesn't? He already has one from the WarioWare games, and he's also really thick, okay?
Because titties.
The me voice clip sounds nothing like me. It would have been cooler if they could have added my own voice clip in the game.
I mean, it's not too far off. You already sound like a little bitch.
You know what I just realized? The water section in Koopa Cape should be electrocuting all the racers, since electricity transfers through water, and we're like touching the water and we should be getting shocked. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, you're driving around as a motherfucking turtle.
Let's be real. The Mega Mushroom is just stars except you're big. Whoop-de-doo. And also, it lasts like 3 seconds, and you kind of have to be lucky like I was in this clip and have a lot of people near you, otherwise what's the point?
To hopefully shock dodge.
It's a Mario game. You can't really go wrong. The music is always catchy and will get stuck in your head for hours to come.
Okay, but don't all 3D Mario games have catchy music?
You can play as Luigi, and if you really like playing as him, well, to unlock the last level, you have to play through every level again with him.
And that's supposed to be a good thing? I didn't like in Super Mario Galaxy, so why would I like it in 3D Land?
I usually find auto-scrollers pretty annoying, but they're a-okay in this game.
Why is the screen moving so slow?
Those people that say Peach and Daisy's special items are bad, when they're actually pretty darn amazing. Like, you literally steal an item you run into. Like, did these people ever play the game?
Motherfucker, you don't even like the banana or green shell.
I've never noticed this till now, but why aren't the characters wearing seatbelts? I know you swap out characters and whatever, but this goes for all Mario Kart games. Where is the safety?
Where's the safety? Bitch, you're driving through a track with a fucking dinosaur, and the lack of seatbelts is the thing you're most concerned about.
And those stupid bomb cars. Like, why on earth are there bomb cars on the road anyway?
Why are you racing on a highway?
The Mushroom Bridge logo isn't accurate. The picture shows a 1-up and not a mushroom. Get your shrooms right, y'all.
Technically, a 1-up is still a mushroom.
Ah, I found a little pathway. Does this lead to a star coin or something? Oh, it was just an alternative path with really nothing special.
You already have all the star coins.
Don't Touch Anything is one of the most brutally difficult and unfair platformer levels of all time. It's basically a Kaizo level, but made by Nintendo.
Fucking pussy.
You know, why is it always monkeys trapped in balls anyway?
We're such dicks to monkeys. We sent one to space to die. We've used them for psychology experiments. What is wrong with us?
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah!
Say it with me, everyone. This game is a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. Good, we got the most obvious fact out of the way. Okay, seriously? Radishes as a weapon? What kind of game is this? Where's my fireballs? And why doesn't jumping on an enemy kill it?
Okay, dude, you're legit fucking retarded. You just said it's a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. So why would there be fireballs or killing enemies by jumping on them?
This waterfall is destroying my eyeballs. Like seriously, don't stare at it.
Why are there a bunch of dicks on the waterfall?
And you keep playing, and the levels just keep trolling you. Death to an invisible block, death to lava, death to spikes, death to a Goomba, death to whatever that was.
Seriously, dude? You didn't see that giant ass swamp? Why were you just standing there?
Why is it called Super Mario Maker 2 when it's technically the third one?
The 3DS one is a port, not a sequel.
So after I spent several hours designing a course for a video, you know what I thought would be pretty fantastic? Saving it for later. Well, guess what? My data got corrupted when I tried to save my stage. But what if I upload the stage? Oh, look at that. Same exact problem. Now, maybe there's too many items on this course, but even if that's the case, why allow the limit to be so high? Classic Nintendo.
That literally sounds like something a game journalist would say.
Pretty much every single level feels uninspired and the same. And the levels that seem inspired have gimmicks already done before.
He criticizes 3D Land for having gimmicks similar to other 3D Marios, as well as having no world themes. Yet when 3D World does it, he doesn't have a problem with it.
Cause that grass. I'm allergic to cut grass. Probably. My nose gets kind of slippery. So,
The greatest farm map ever is Moo Moo Farm. You can't deny it. Sorry, Moo Moo Meadows, you're just a fake imitator.
Suck my fucking dick, cunt.
You gotta love how the advertisements in this game are all fake or just Nintendo. There's no Red Bull or Coca-Cola or anything like that. Nintendo didn't sell out.
Wait, now you're happy that Nintendo didn't sell out.
the only new power-up in this game is Gold Mario, which turns everything he touches into coins. This is fine on its own, but it shouldn't have been the only new power-up. And no, the Golden Tanuki tail doesn't count.
Well, no shit, it was in 3D Land.
It almost feels like one of those scenes in a movie where someone is being chased by a bad guy, and they are running through rich people's houses just destroying everything in their path.
What? This shot looks awful. First off, you can clearly see there's a split in the middle of the screen. And second, the lighting is completely different on both sides.
Believe it or not, as unique as this course is, I still find the Bowser's Castle on the Wii to be even cooler. That's not to say this track isn't outstanding either.
Does Mario Kart 7 seriously have so little good tracks that you had to put Bowser's Castle on the list?
The Comet Stars are a nice way to freshen up a level and make it a bit harder, especially with the purple coin stars.
While I do think the Comet Mario races are fun, the others are just not that enjoyable. Daredevil's is artificial difficulty. The purple coin stars that only have 100 purple coins and no timer feel monotonous. The speedrun give you way too much time, and the fast foes barely even change up the level.
Bowser fights are some of the best this series has ever seen. The only real word to describe them is epic. Yeah, I know that's kind of corny, but honestly, like, Bowser looks intimidating, the music has opera singers, and you beat him by smacking his butt. Like, come on, that's amazing.
If I'm being honest, this is one of the weaker Bowser fights. The music's really good, but mechanically speaking, it's pretty basic.
Why did they get rid of that awesome hub world? Now all we have is this spaceship thing that's just ahead of Mario. Like, come on, could he be more egotistical?
How is the observatory awesome? There was like nothing to do in it.
Blob's Fortress but not Bob-omb Battlefield?
It's no wonder that people think Nintendo has one of the most needy fan bases out there.
The fact that Lumas are asking to eat coins goes to show that Lumas aren't fed properly by Rosalina.
Or it could just be their fetish.
The perfect run just went way overboard on the difficulty. I mean, good lord, I get 1 hit point and have to deal with bombs, electric fences, lasers, and a million hammer bros. Give me a break.
Are Mario games just not allowed to have difficult levels?
You thought 12 Nintendo characters was cool? Well, Melee's got double that, because there's 26 now.
You serious?
Then there's Poke-Floats, where you battle atop giant Pokemon.
Didn't you put Pokefloats in your top 10 worst melee stages?
The main reason the Fire Emblem franchise went from rags to riches is because Marth and Roy were put in this game. So all y'all Fire Emblem fanatics should be worshipping Melee. Like, let's just be real.
Do you think anyone would be happy? They have to be the most hated characters in Smash.
I like how Captain Falcon and Gandorf don't use battering items like a normal human being. No, they just stab forward because they're just that special, I guess.
With that delivery, I can't tell if you're saying they're fantastic or retarded.
The adventure mode actually feels like an adventure. You start by running through a Mario-themed level, then you run around a dungeon looking for a Triforce, and you'll dash across an F-Zero track, and you have to escape a planet Metroid style with a ticking timer. Not every level is like this, but it's still pretty awesome.
No, it doesn't. Most of the levels are just fucking versus matches.
Here be a versus space. Nice grammar, guys.
Grammar Nazi.
Why are you swinging with a batter? You know you're not up yet, right?
Maybe he's mentally retarded.
Oh my god, Waluigi looks so uncomfortable in that tiny tricycle.
Did you seriously just censor the word ass?
The idea of turning into other characters by putting on the caps is cool, but wouldn't it have been so much nicer and more efficient to just push a button to swap out characters? But hey, I'm pretty sure this game kind of inspired the main gimmick of Mario Odyssey, so there's that.
That does sound like a good idea, but then you wonder why they didn't just give one character all the abilities.
Luigi is OP as hell. I can't tell you how many stars I've managed to get just by using his backflip. Let's have some fun and see how easily Luigi breaks the game. Oh, what's this? Mario's super wall kick? More like Luigi's super backflip, haha! Or what about this giant snowman? Oh, he wants to blow me off the track. How about, nope son, I can just fly over. Or wait, what about, blast to the lonely mushroom? You know, that's funny, I think there's a typo in that because it's supposed to say backflip to the lonely mushroom. Yeah, like seriously, I could just go on all day, but my lunch hour is in 10 minutes, so, you know. I can't do BLJs anymore. Like, come on, I want to take on Final Bowser early.
Didn't you complain about a character being overpowered? And now you're complaining about a move getting nerfed.
I really love this flying lizard thing, but it would have been so much cooler if he could actually fly instead of just glide around.
I wonder why.
For a game that claims to be open world, there sure are a lot of linear sections. Not saying that's bad, but the marketing was kind of misleading. There's moments where I actually think I'm playing Mario 3D World, and that isn't a good thing.
But the majority of the game was open world. And even those linear sections had another moon that required exploration.
Pac-Man, huh? Are women inferior or something?
Yes.
Wait, I lose coins when I lose a minigame? Is this actually real?
Then get good, motherfucker.
So what's different about this Mario Party compared to the other 6? Well, I'll tell ya, absolutely nothing. So apparently I get bonus stars at the end by just having coins. I really miss when Mario Party actually played like Mario Party.
Bitch, can you not have one opinion that isn't fucking hypocritical?
So there's gonna be tours with new tracks that last every 2 weeks. Why do I have to wait this long to play new tracks?
It's a fucking phone game. It's not meant to be played hours on end.
And don't forget that you can pay for rubies to put in the loot box pipe and maybe get a character or cart you want. Isn't gaming so fun now? I love gambling.
You do realize you don't have to spend money to enjoy the game.
It's pretty darn deceiving that they make single player look like multiplayer with all these random usernames.
How retarded would you need to be to think that these are real people?
And how is a blooper frenzy supposed to be useful at all? It's just blooper.
It's useful for points, dumbass.
I have this strange feeling that this will be the only new Mario Kart for the Switch. Excuse me, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Could you, like, I don't know, stop selling so freaking well? Please? Come on, you want a new game here, not 2 spin-offs.
I'd rather take these 2 spin-offs than having another Mario Kart 7 incident.
So this course comes from the overrated Mario Kart 64. Oh, did I say that?
Well, this is like my favorite Mario Kart anyway.
Overrated Mario Kart 64. Oh, did I say that?
My favorite Mario Kart anyway.
Overrated Mario Kart 64. Oh, did I say that?
My favorite Mario Kart anyway.
But one simple banana can completely throw you off balance and knock you off the stage.
It really isn't that difficult. You pretty much even say the only way you're gonna fall off is if you get hit.
The ramp at the beginning of this course is a death trap if you're a light cart or bike anyway. It seems like every time I try doing a trick off of that specific ramp, another player will always knock me left and off to my death.
Pro tip, when you're going off a ramp, don't hold in direction the pit is.
Those really sharp turns where you're driving on top of a tree are very difficult because you can easily fall off with no guardrails.
Maybe it's because you're using automatic drifting, idiot.
If you mess up, you'll fall right into the boiling lava.
Okay, you did that on purpose.
But now, let's talk about the hardest track in Mario Kart Wii. I bet you'll never see this one coming.
Probably not. But we saw you coming.
Yoshis are fun to use. They're a bit unnecessary for the most part. I've always found it more fun to throw them over a ledge. Sorry, Yoshi.
Fucking psychopath.
The game on the outside may seem to play a lot like New Super Mario Bros. U,
No, I don't think a single person is making that comparison.
and the music. Dear God, the music makes me cream my pants.
Dude, what is your obsession with cum?
I can't even see the screen, dude. I need a flashlight to see what I'm playing. The Game Boy Pocket didn't fix the Game Boy's biggest problem, the freaking dark screen. The Game Boy Color apparently has color, but I still can't see the screen because there's no backlight. You know what's so advanced about the Game Boy Advance? The fact that they got away with no backlit screen for the umpteenth time. There's an enhanced version of the SP with a screen so bright that I go blind just looking at it.
Why are you such a bipolar cunt?
Even if the ghosts are friendly, there is no way I'd be in a giant room full of them.
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
The names of these bosses are ridiculous. The Sphinx is called King Totomesu, I think. The Sea Dragon is Dragon Zamasu, okay? The Easter Island head is Hayu Ahoy, yeah. And the cloud is Biokinton. What even are these? Why?
They're Japanese names, you fucking racist.
Did that boulder just scream? Yep, it screamed.
It was the bats, dumbass.
Also, why on earth does the spin jump force you to shake the remote? A perfectly fine mechanic hindered by motion controls.
Bitch, the motion controls are fine. I don't know why you have trouble swinging a fucking controller.
Here's a fun little guide to make the most unnerving and obnoxious level of all time. Are you ready? Here we go. Cover most of the ground with ice and with munchers inside those cubes. Then add a bunch of fire piranha plants and fire bros that spew fire at you and at the ground, forcing you to kill them quickly or die from the munchers.
Make up your fucking mind on the difficulty, bitch.
Not even hammer bros are scary anymore. They're so slow and the hammers suck now.
Then why did you get hit?
Also, this game is $60, and they get away with it too because it's Mario.
To be fair, you're getting 2 games for the price of 1. I'm surprised you don't have a bottle of lotion next to that poster.
What are the Inklings even saying? Speak English!
Okay, MB, cool it with the racism.
Get off of my freaking screen!
35 years later, and I still can't go backwards in this game.
I seriously don't get your obsession with wanting to go backwards in Super Mario Bros.
There are no instructions on how to play this the first time. I mean, it's not like it isn't obvious, but it's strange there's no explanation.
Okay, if you need instructions to know how to play Super Mario 35, you are mentally retarded.
Peach's hover move doesn't actually hover anymore. You just fall graciously.
So, let me get this straight. You constantly criticize Nintendo for using bad grammar, yet you can't even pronounce hover right.
Knuckles is a big old dick.
He must have herpes then.
You know what's so nice about this game? It actually feels complete. There's so many games nowadays that don't feel finished, but this one does.
You can tell he's running out of things to say when a game actually being complete is mind-blowing.
Oh, the lucky 7, huh? More like we're out of ideas 7.
You just perfectly described this entire game.
If you get 3 stars for every cup, you win nothing from that.
But you don't even have 3 stars in every cup.
The cars in Coconut Mall still piss me off.
Okay, you deliberately drove into that.
It's refreshing to not have a Mario Circuit or Luigi Circuit type track to start off. This time, Mario Kart 7 opens with Toad Circuit, featuring giant toad balloons.
It really just blows me away with how unoriginal this whole game is.
Mario Kart finally introduced tracks that don't loop 3 times, but are instead just one giant lap. Woohoo Loop and Maka Woohoo are wonderful for that regard, and it's really cool seeing more of this island in general.
Too bad they're pretty much just the same fucking track.
Since it is harder to play handheld Mario Kart games with friends, it's a blessing to be able to play Balloon Battle with computer players like in Mario Kart DS.
Who would play Balloon Battle in Mario Kart 7? It honestly was more enjoyable in Mario Kart Wii.
This star can go screw itself.
How are they supposed to when they don't have genitals?
This star can go screw itself.
Didn't you just say that for number 4?
Everybody loved Wario Stadium for the Nintendo 64.
Name one other person that likes this track.
I've always envisioned an open-world 3D Mario game where he gets sent back to the past to collect Power Stars and fight off cool dinosaur bosses. I mean, think about that for a minute. Wouldn't that be the greatest idea ever? It would be a perfect excuse to use Yoshi, too. He would wrap himself into the story very easily.
And what's funnier is the regular Switch got an upgraded battery life of 4.5 to 9 hours. So why would anybody buy this?
Maybe because it's cheaper, you stupid ass cunt.
And it doesn't work with a dock, which literally defeats the Switch's entire selling point.
Do you have a better idea for how they could have reduced the price?
Even worse, if you have a lot of digital games downloaded and want to re-download them, that means you have to get another micro SD card. Look, I know it's my fault for going all digital here, but still.
Then just don't go fucking digital, dumbass.
And you still can't walk backwards in a level. Why didn't they fix any of the first game's problems?
I'm sorry, but how is not being able to go backwards in a level a problem?
Instead of expanding on the 2-player mode, they just cut it out altogether.
Do you have a disability that prevents you from sharing one controller?
Oh, of course Mario and Luigi's house has a giant Mario sign up above. Egotistical prick.
But isn't their last name Mario?
It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
I really love this Mario Kart themed level. They even threw in the classic Super Mario Kart music. It makes me wish they had like a Rainbow Road style level like this one.
Why is the background just hills?
I don't know why Sprawling Savannah looks so breathtaking, but it really does. I guess the open world like section really makes this stand out among the others.
It's kind of hard to agree with you when you're showing us footage of all this disgusting poppin'.
I really love that level where you climb up the tower, collect all those orange key pieces, and then have to rush back down to avoid dying. Something about this level is just really special. It's got that fun, frantic feel.
You can't even remember the fucking name of it.
Now, some people complain that all this game does is make you collect stuff.
Well, no shit, it's a fucking collectathon.
And here's the shocker of the year. Super Mario 64 is not number 1 on my list. But Nathaniel, you said that's your favorite game 1,000 times. Yeah, I did. But guess what? Opinions change over time.
Maybe people wouldn't mind if you could actually just stick to one opinion.
I know the changes were made to use the underwater gimmick, but I feel it made the track less fun than the original.
That makes sense. Mario Kart 7 was really good at taking out everything fun about Mario Kart.
And you bounce off drums while having to avoid giant music notes. What's not to love here exactly?
It was in Mario Kart 7.
So this game is sucking ass through a fucking straw. And it's not just shit that they're drinking, it's fucking diarrhea.
Number 8. Oh, Sakurai, why did you bring back Port Town Aerodive? It's not a good stage.
Shouldn't this list only have stages that are new to Smash 4? Because you already talked about Port Down Arrow Dive in the worst Brawl stages video.
How sad is it that this is the first Mario Party to have save slots? I mean, come on, The Legend of Zelda on the NES had saves.
Why would you need save slots for a fucking Mario Party game?
This game's story is not very dynamic or elaborate.
Criticizing the story in a Mario game.
If you've ever played Smash Bros, you know that I love using items. Call me a noob. I think they're more fun to use because it makes the match more unpredictable. I don't mind 1v1s, no items, Final Destination Fox only, but those get boring after a while. Smash Bros was built to be a party game, and they deliver that with items and crazy stages.
All I'm getting at with this intro is that you're insecure about using items.
Mario Tennis Aces runs at a crispy smooth 60 FPS. Oh yeah.
I don't get how that's mind-blowing. Sure, some Switch games don't run at 60 FPS, but a lot of them do. So I don't know why you're impressed by Mario Tennis running at 60 FPS.
When you whistle in the Chow Garden with Amy, it reveals her panties. Ugh. Come on, man, she's like 12.
Oh, I'm okay with that.